Hey, what's up you guys? It's your girl Sid. Welcome back to my channel. Today I want to share with you guys something so important to me. My hair journey. We got how it started, the looks, and then my hair care that I want to share with you guys, as well as my mistakes, what not to do. How it started, I was from the Tumblr era. I'm 23 right now. So I went on Tumblr every day in high school and middle school. And I would see the purple hair girlies like Alien Creature, Ali and Torcha, and I was super jealous, super envious. I just knew I was meant to have colored hair, and I ended up wandering into Sally's one day, Sally Beauty, and I was like, hey, I think I want to just do some purple streaks in my hair. I literally remember asking this really pretty girl with light blue hair in Sally's, and she pretty much taught me how to do my hair, and she kind of looked at my hair. It had black box dye on it. It was up in a ponytail. She kind of felt it. She was like, you're gonna need 30 volume developer, and here's your bleach. You're gonna mix these together with the right proportions, put it on your hair. And so from that point moving forward, I have been doing my hair. First I started out earlier that year with black box dye just to try something new. And yeah, I've done all sorts of colors. That's how it started. We're still going. Purple is kind of my go-to. I usually do some form of purple, pink, magenta. Before I continue, I really want to preface this video by saying I'm not in beauty school. I don't know shit about doing hair. I only know from my experience and what this random girl from Sally Beauty told me. And now I've done my research, and I think I'm a little bit better than amateur. But I'm going to tell you guys about my mistakes and everything you shouldn't do as well. So here's some clips. Let's watch them together. Some clips of when I was first doing my hair, amateur style, and no one was home because my family was at a wedding. So I just went a little crazy with it. Hey everyone, it's your girl Sid. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. We are going to be doing something a little bit bad. Taco! So I just got out of the shower and I looked in the mirror and I did not even recognize myself. So I've obviously never been blonde in my life, so I'm just touching it being like, whoa. So obviously it was 2021, e-girl was really in. I ended up putting purple over all that, and I ended up really liking the hair. I remember that hair gave me the confidence to go on a date with this guy that became my boyfriend. I really liked that hair, and then I dyed it again shortly after. I'm gonna share with you some of the era's pictures. This picture right here, I just remember finally feeling so much more like myself. I was super depressed during this time, and I had recently kind of started dating, and this is what I wore to my first date with my then boyfriend, and I ended up just having a great night with him, and he really liked my hair. So I was feeling myself. So then this right here is my famous sushi roll picture. I feel like it looks like sushi. This is 8 days after I dyed my hair for the first time. I started bleaching it again, which looking back is super scary. I was really seriously that depressed, not setting up good hair habits at all. So this next picture, I do really like this one. This is that hair that was 8 days-ish after I bleached it for the first time. This was supposed to be blue with pink peekaboo hairs. Ended up kind of being a dark green, but I remember really liking this hair and I really liked the way it faded. So now we're into the era of me being who I truly am. This is like a pinky purpley color. It looks very pink in this picture, but this is when I started to realize like I'm super hot. This is who I am. I need all over colorful hair, maybe just one color, pink, purple, and I started to really feel myself. So this next picture is when I really started experimenting with my purples. I really liked it. I realized that purple fades really fast. It's not the easiest color to keep up, but I've learned since then because I realized I really liked it on myself. So then here we have the super famous picture. It's not famous, just in my head I really like it. I love the way my face looks here, but the hair is just like, girl, leave it alone. Like, stop bleaching it. It's almost like this weird rainbow blonde. It's not bad. I kind of thought it looks cool, like a lava lamp. But ooh, I don't even like the long bob that's going on. It's just... So next up we get into like my classic hair. This is a really neon vivid purple. This was Valentine's Day of 2022. I really like this hair. It's just, I had my septum pierced. I felt so good about my look and myself. I was very proud of my color skill at this point. So right here we have my blue hair. My boyfriend at the time wanted blue hair, so I was dyeing his hair blue for a little over a year. And I really don't like the blue. Like when I was blue, I didn't like it. I did not feel like myself. I felt like I was gonna get spiraling into a deep depression. I ended up doing that. So blue hair was just not it. But looking back, I really like it. Hence why my profile picture on here is still blue hair. Looking back, it was a serve. I did really good with the color, but it just didn't feel like me. So next up, we have one of the coolest hairs I ever did. It is a pink to purple gradient ombre, let's just say pink roots, and then the longer purple pieces. I super like this hair. It was a total accident. This is when I started using my favorite brand of hair dye, which is Good Dye Young, which is Hayley Williams brand. If I could be sponsored by them, that would make my 5 years. That would be amazing. It's just, they're amazing. And that hair dye, it does not fade. It's like permanent, but also you can get it out. It's just the most vivid, beautiful colors that you've ever seen. So I was living on my own at the time. I went to Ulta, I would kind of window shop and then end up spending a lot of my savings. I found this color depositing conditioner with the color was Merlot, like the wine, and I ended up having this sort of red pinky hair when I went to LA. I ended up really liking this color. It was so the moment. I loved my nose ring that I had at the time. I wish it never fell out. It was super cute. So then we're transitioning to this kind of fuck ass like light brown hair. It was just something to keep me from bleaching my hair. And honestly, in this picture, it kind of looks close to my natural photo bleached hair. Photo bleaching is when your hair gets lighter in the sun. I kind of like this hair. I wore this to the Lana Del Rey concert. Also went to see Neon Trees by myself. And that was my hair. It wasn't too bad. Next up is a fuck ass Tumblr cotton candy situation. I tried to go blonde. It turned out pink. I wasn't trying to go pink, but I ended up really liking this color. It was just, I really wanted to be blonde, so I ended up changing it. I really liked it, and I used a lot to lift to that color. It was giving very Tumblr, and I really liked it, but could not sustain it because I decided so strong to be blonde. And I'll just take you to the blonde section while we're here. It just, a lot of people really liked it though. It was just so far from my natural shade. 'Twas not giving. And then most recently I had black box dye on my hair. I should have learned my lesson from 3 years ago, but I guess I did not. And then I lifted it and put purple on it. So that's pretty much history. Let's get into the dye and the care so you can do it yourself. So like in the video we watched at the beginning, I do use Arctic Fox. I think it does fade really easily, but I kind of like watching colors fade. I love mixing colors. This whole situation with my hair is like finger painting for me. And oftentimes your color will be conditioning. I don't use permanent color. I only use semi-permanents, but there's certain ones that last longer. There's certain ones that don't. I would use Arctic Fox for your first time. It's just not very committal. I haven't used Manic Panic ever. I've only used Arctic Fox, and then like Ion, one and only Argan Oil, and then Good Dye Young, and then I think that one that comes in the pouch. So my hair is kind of thick, wavy. I use 30 Volume Developer. I use the one also by Ion with the ammonia-free bleach lightening powder. Go to Sally's, make sure you're getting the right thing. Again, I'm not a professional. This just works for me. My advice is watch other people do their routines, find someone with similar hair to you, and then follow that. When you're bleaching, you don't want to let it develop longer than the box tells you. Make sure you're not touching it to any materials you're not supposed to. And yeah, don't end up like those videos of people on TikTok where the hair is smoking. That's never happened to me. The worst is my hair gets brittle and crispy. No chunks falling out. Really, I've never had anything bad like that happen, even when my hair was bright blonde. Also, with your hair color, I've heard that it doesn't develop any longer than an hour or 40 minutes, but for me, that's not true. And I feel like it has something to do with like the porosity of your hair or something like that, but let it sit as long as you can. I do about an hour to an hour and 10 minutes, and I pretty much just lather on the hair color, put it up like this, put it in a plastic disposable shower cap. You can use a reusable one if you want. And then I sit and I let it do its thing and just develop into my pre-bleached hair. And that's how I get these brights. You can see I try to remove my black hair dye. It's not all the way out, so we have this dark purple going on, but I really like the shine that it has. So just make sure your colors are sitting a long time, and sometimes light purples won't show up because sometimes it just tones out the bleached hair, which is super frustrating. But purple's a hard color to keep up. So especially with those purples, make sure you're sitting, letting it develop for a long time. And when you are dyeing your hair purple, add blues, closer to blue purples, or add pinks to the mix, which if you're deciding to go for a more warm or cool toned purple, make sure you're adding colors to the mix. Remember your color math from art class because it's gonna come in handy when you're doing your hair. Hey guys, I'm in the bathroom to show you guys what I use. I use this leave-in conditioner by Shea Moisture. I just really like this brand. It's healthy, a lot of good ingredients, and it's good for your hair. If you have dandruff, sometimes you might think the only thing that works is Head & Shoulders, but this is healthier for your head, and I just find this really good. Apple cider vinegar really helps your hair as well. Don't take my word for it, take this with a grain of salt, but this hair mask from Sally's is literally one of the things that could save any hair situation. It's amazing. Keep it on for way longer than they suggest. It can take your hair out of any pinch. Get something like this from Sally's. I love this one. I've had it for a long time. Helps you paint on colors and bleach. I got a big pack of these little disposable pink shower caps from Shein or Amazon. My gloves are back here, but make sure you have disposable gloves. You better wear gloves. Always wear gloves. And if you don't, your hands are going to get stained. And if you're bleaching, your hands are going to burn. This is the hair color remover that I like to use. It's by One and Only Argan Oil. It's a really good one. It does stink though, but it's PETA approved. This is the developer I use. And I don't put this on my roots. I'll put a 20 volume on my roots. I use this brand for my light brown hair as well as my red hair. But I also use this to maintain my purple. Essential if you're going purple. I would also recommend this if you're a blonde-haired girly and you just want to try some color. Olaplex. This is the only thing that I've used and I really, really like it. It totally bonds my hair. Use the conditioner in the shower, put it on first, wash the rest of your body, rinse it out. Just let it sit for a minute and it does wonders. I barely use shampoo, so I use various shampoo bars like every other time I do my hair. This is my conditioner. I dumped a whole bottle of rosemary oil in here, so super oily, just makes the hair soft. It's good for everyday use. So those are the do's, but the don'ts. Okay, you guys, don't use dandruff shampoo by Head & Shoulders. Make sure you're looking up the ingredients in your products. Try not to put your colored hair in the chlorine water or the ocean water. When I went to Hawaii, I had my hair fade super bad, like almost in 3 days, back to the bleach color. Something about the salt water just takes it out of like even permanent hair dye. Something about it. I don't really know how to explain that, but just try to keep your hair up. If it gets a little wet, it's okay. But don't be putting your head under the water when you have this colored hair. Just try not to do it as much. I also want to say, don't put bleach directly on the roots. You can see in those first few videos, it was like white up here. Like you see where it's brown, like it's black. It was white. Like I literally bleached my scalp. Don't try to just avoid the skin. Maybe put your brush like here. Just avoid that, the hair that's sticking to the scalp. It's not healthy for the hair. It's not healthy for the skin. And just try to prioritize your body when you're doing this, because this isn't natural, you guys. But if it's something that makes you feel more like yourself, then you got to do it. That's what I do. Obviously, it's a pain in the ass sometimes, and it's hard to keep up with. But for me to feel more like myself and my skin and my look, and I love the compliments. That's the thing. You guys, if you're looking for a way to get more compliments, just go crazy on the hair. You really should go crazy on the hair. I don't know. It's made my quality of life better. I can honestly say that. And I truly get so depressed when my hair is a natural color. But now it's not. So I feel really good. But yeah, comment below if you have any questions or any more video ideas for me. I miss you guys so much, and I'm glad I could share this video with you guys. Thank you guys for the continued support. And if you do your hair, comment, let me know what you did. I want to see it. Again, thank you for the support, and I hope you have an amazing day.